Hey guys, it's Sydney.
And Andy.
How are you, Dad?
I'm good. Thursday, another week down. The weather was really nice this week.
The weather up until today, I was
Yeah,
like
well,
on such a high, and then today happened.
it's only what, April 2nd or whatever the date
Yeah,
is. I mean, we had 70-degree days in the end of March. So,
it's been good. It's been
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
I'm home for my trip, as you know, and I have a lot to say about the little race I ran.
Hey, how was it?
Well, so I ran the Charleston Bridge Run. So it's over the Cooper Bridge, Ravenel Bridge, whatever you want to call it. And beautiful bridge. Like they shut the bridge down, obviously, and it's like a very cool thing to do. So you think until you find out that there's 40,000 people running this race, and we had to wake up at 4:30. We had to get on a shuttle to get there because you start on one end and end on the other, and you end where like your car is. So you shuttle
Right.
where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a whole fiasco. The race, imagine running the same route as 40,000 people. You spend your whole time weaving in and out. And I do hate to admit that I did take a tumble and I fell.
So, there's so many, I wanted to ask you this, right?
Oh
Did you
God.
trip over somebody? Did you bump into somebody, or
Nope.
were
It
you looking at your phone?
No, I was just running 2 miles in,
Oh.
fell,
You're gonna
phone
have to tell.
cracked.
You know what I told you yesterday.
What?
You got to tell your doctor when he asks you.
When I fall. Yeah,
Yeah,
once I go to the doctor, I'll have to own up to that. But
yeah,
luckily, I was wearing leggings and I didn't realize. But then when I got home, my knees were so bloodied up. I haven't had an injury like that since I was a kid.
yeah. Well, it's tough out there.
It is.
You'll
So,
be.
all in all, I would deter anybody from doing that.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to get out in front, and yeah, that's a disaster.
I will say
Was it worth, like, that's more people than the Atlantic City?
it's like thousands and thousands and thousands. I would have rather it ran a full marathon than that 6 miles, but I think the first person who finished 6 miles in 27 minutes.
Good for him.
So definitely
So
some good athletes.
there's some 4 minute miles in there, I would assume.
Yeah. So that
Well,
was
I mean, they're probably all 4 minute miles, right?
Mhm.
4.5, four this, four. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's pretty good.
that's a little story about me. I'm embarrassed to admit such a thing, but it happened and it's over. And you can only go up from there, really. So let's get into the real stuff. We are going to be doing things a little bit different from this point out, and I'm really excited about it. One thing about me, I love structure, so I think this is going to be really good for us.
I
Um,
got it. I'm on it.
this is my idea, if you guys aren't getting that. So we're going to start doing segments. So some of them we'll do every week, some will switch every couple of weeks. Just, I don't know. We're gonna try it out. So our
Just to mix things up.
first segment, birds, bats, and bullshit. So basically, we're gonna do a recap of all things Philly in the past week. So this is kind of what we usually do, but let's start with our birds. What do you want to say about this?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on with the birds, man.
There is, I
Like,
went
you
to,
know, they had the owners' meetings this week, and Jeff Lurie talked, and Howie talked, and then all of a sudden, yesterday or this morning, that big article came out about Jalen not being, yeah. So I wonder about a lot of stuff, right?
yeah.
Like, one of the things I wonder is Jeff Lurie comes out and he couldn't praise that kid anymore. I've never heard him praise anybody as much as he praised that kid. And then the next day, you read that article. So did Jeff know that article was coming out? He was just trying to soften the blow.
I'm gonna say yes.
So, like I love Jalen Hurts, but
Right?
that doesn't mean he could not play better.
Everyone can always be better.
I also said this that the Eagles do not handle success. So last year, coming off of that Super Bowl, you got exactly what I thought you were going to get.
Mm.
At no point did I ever think they were going to repeat as thought they could have played a little better. Offensively, they could have played a lot better, but the offensive line was so beat up and so, and then they were only what at Halloween by Halloween they were already throwing stuff at that guy's house.
Yeah,
So the year was just a disaster.
it was.
I mean, I blame Jalen. He did not play well. He hasn't really played. He just doesn't want to play mistake football. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to put the football, and you can see in the way he plays, and it really constricts an offense. So they got to get that out of his head. So yeah, you still got Jalen or AJ Brown, that whole disaster going on, and
Mm-hmm.
then something with Jalen Carter where they kind of said that you know we're not going to redo his contract this year. We want to see how he matures.
Yeah. There's a
So
lot of
there's a
things.
lot going on.
Yeah,
Like I tell people, sports is just male soap opera.
kind of.
Yeah,
Feels that way.
yeah. It's always drama. You can't, and with that drama, you can't. You're not in there. You don't really know. You can only comment on the stuff
Yeah.
yeah. So I think Jalen has work to do.
Yeah. And that's what I'm chalking that up to.
Yeah, and I
Phillies,
think these coaches have work to do.
they do.
Uh,
Phillies, way more, I mean, off to a rocky start, but
it's awesome to have him back, man.
it is. And
Yeah,
the
even though
way
those games 2, 3, and 4 were horrible to
bad.
watch. Like it just reminded you of what this team is, the lows this team is capable of. And then games 5 and 6 that they played,
Hmm.
Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Wednesday, just showed you what the highs this team. Like you
Yeah.
had it all right there in 6 games.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be a great year.
It's gonna be, I think, once the roster settles, I feel like we'll have a better picture of what's gonna
Yeah,
transpire.
I
But
was really happy for the young kids.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, Painter really on Tuesday he had an outstanding outing.
Hmm.
Yeah, he didn't look like if the part was too big for him. He had a
Yeah,
really good day,
it's really exciting for
and
them.
they got runs for him, and he got the win. And then yesterday was just as exciting as you could get for the sixth game of the season,
Yeah,
And then
can't ask for.
Crawford getting that big hit for the walk off win. Plus, he had a really good game. He had two other hits going into that. So I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
Sixers news,
Yeah,
not much. I mean, they're
they're this
still pushing for playoff positioning.
right now. They're the sixth seed.
Yeah.
So I mean, with all the stuff that went on with that team, got Embiid missing all that time with that stupid oblique, the Paul George and his suspension, Maxey and his hyperextended finger. I mean, the injury. They're sitting in the sixth seed now. They have this week. They play some really good teams. They play San Antonio. I think they play Detroit. They play they have some big games coming up.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn a lot this week if they can. Yeah,
Maxie's gonna be a dad.
he is.
Hmm.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
How old is that guy now?
He's young, younger than me. Must be nice.
Younger than me.
No, good for him. I love him. I have a soft spot for him
Yeah, he's awesome.
for sure.
Yeah, he seems like a really happy kid. I'm happy for him. Good for him.
As far as Flyers,
They're fighting it, man. Listen, it's it's April 2nd, and they're still relevant. They're 2 points back or 3 points back. They're playing a team that's either tied with them or right ahead of them
hmm
tonight. So they're getting there's 8 games to go. I mean, usually with 20 games to go, they're completely out of it.
hmm
So, you know,
It's going to be interesting.
yeah,
Fingers crossed.
yeah.
All right. So that was a good rundown. Now I want to get into our next segment, which I'm excited about because I think that we're going to have some contradicting opinions potentially. So, delusional or legit? So, we're going to debate a little and decide if these statements are a bit realistic or if something's overhyped, things like that. So, I'm
Okay.
just going to read them to you cold turkey and let's get your real raw review. The Eagles should consider moving on from Jalen.
That's delusional. I
I
mean,
agree.
delusional means not happen. Like you got to be crazy to think that.
Yeah, like that's an insane statement to make.
Okay.
And I would agree with that. I think people need to relax.
Listen, I never said he was Joe Montana. He was an MVP candidate the year they lost the Super Bowl. He had an excellent year that year. The next year they won 11 games. He was you know, but they had the problem with the offensive coordinator again. Better. The year after that, they were having a problem getting the offense going. They found Barkley. Not that they found him, but they used Barkley, and it just worked out that they didn't need to throw the ball. So yeah, that's delusional.
I like the rationale, and I agree. I agree with you. I think
I mean, listen.
it's never going to be perfect, but I
No,
don't know who would be better
no
for it.
quarterback's perfect. No quarterback. They
There's
all have
no
their
quarterback.
limitations. But I've said this before. They all have the limitations. What makes a great quarterback is a guy doing something that he's not comfortable doing. So if Jalen wants to be great, he's going to have to get under center,
hmm
and he's going to have to put the ball at risk.
Yeah. I think there's no other quarterback I would take over him. He would be my first choice through and through.
He's our quarterback. Yeah,
Or QB, my Eagle. All
yeah.
right, take number two. The Phillies season performance predicts as a true National League East contender.
I don't understand. You're saying these last 6 games prove that they're a contender?
Do you think? I think that's delusional.
Yeah, you can't read anything out of 6 games. 6 games is like I don't know, it's 1.5%
Okay,
of
but
the
you
season.
know there's people out
Yeah,
there
there's
that would
people that
take those 6 games and run with them.
yeah, well, that's the greatest thing about like the great thing about baseball is it's every day. So every day, like when they win, people are like, yeah, this is when they lose,
Mhm.
But no, I don't think in 6 games you had to lose them. We didn't learn anything.
Okay. All right, and last but not least, this one I'm excited about. The Sixers are still winning enough to be serious playoff threats.
Delusional.
I was gonna say legit for this one. I'm feeling really hopeful.
So I'm hopeful, but I just don't know that they're going to make a deep run.
Okay, and that's
I
fair.
I believe me, I wish they would. Like for Joel and for Maxie, I just wish they would. But
You don't
uh,
think so?
I just don't. No, I don't think
I
so.
feel like they do have a lot of problems, which would be the only re like injury wise, things like that. 'Cause if you
And
don't,
you're going to be asking a lot of Edgecombe and Oubre and those. I mean, I guess it all depends on how the playoffs laid out too,
Hmm.
like who you get and
Right.
maybe if the matchup. So, hey, yeah, I just went from delusional to maybe.
Can't say with confidence either or.
No, you can't.
All right, next up, this is a spin on what WIP does. I suppose they do some sort of panic meter, and we're gonna rate our level of concern from 1 to 10 on current Philly sports situations. I
Okay,
personally don't listen to WIP like that,
I
so
listen to it all the time.
I can't speak on how they do things, but that's how we're gonna do things. So, do you want to go first? I'll read it to you and you tell me your 1 to 10. I guess let's
And
say
how's it go? One is
not
high,
panic,
no panic,
no panic.
and
10,
10 is out of your mind.
yeah, like really stressed. Okay, so the first one is the Eagles' offensive predictability and the Jalen concerns. What's your panic there?
I'm not panicked.
Number, please.
A one.
Really? Are you serious?
It's April 2nd. The offense is not
Did
like
you watch last season, Dad? That was pretty reason to be
so.
concerned.
So hey, listen. From what everyone said, and all we heard is, now we got a new offensive coordinator. Everything's going to be all right. So I can't be panicked on an offense that I don't know what we're going to have or how or what we're going to do.
And
The
that
answer, like,
panics me more.
no, it just says it's going to be what it's going to be.
I prepare for the worst always.
Well, my thing is, I don't see how the offense could get any worse. To
Damn.
be honest, to be honest with you, with all the injuries they had on the offensive line, they couldn't run the ball, they couldn't throw the ball. They fought for every yard. It looked like they were in a total fist fight to gain 3 yards. I just got to believe it.
It's
They're going
gonna
to be a
be
little
better.
bit healthier, and it's going to be a little better.
I like that opinion. I
And
would say
my thought is, and this is that I don't think I've said this. I don't think AJ is going to be an Eagle, and I think once that is removed, it just helps everyone with their whole
that's a bold
role
take.
on the offense. And it, like I'm and it's I don't have anything against AJ. That's not what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I said last week, he doesn't want to be here. It seems like everyone seems to think this was a deal already made that's not going to get done till after June 1st, and he's going to end up in New England. I wouldn't send him there, but I don't think he's coming back. And I think when that happens, then we'll really see.
Yeah.
If he comes back, yeah, then I might be panicked.
Okay. I'm rating a 6 just because I'm still upset about everything that transpired last season. I don't think that they're putting in the work. I don't think an offensive coordinator is going to magically come in and fix whatever mess that was. I'm worried about it, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope you are right and
I just think
everything's
that
gonna work
the
out.
offense looked very anemic last year. They couldn't move, they couldn't do anything. And I just think that they can't, like, you're not going to see that twice. I think Jalen's seen it. He's seen it.
Your lips to God's ears.
I, I'm sorry. I mean,
No, I hope so.
they're a year removed from being a unstoppable offense.
Yeah.
So, you know,
All right, last one. Let's do, let's get your thoughts on Philly's bullpen.
that's that would be a seven.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm not at a 1, but I feel like I'm on the opposite spectrum with that. I feel like I'm like a 3.
I mean, not that I like, if I was going to work, like, Johan's been out there a bunch this, and he hasn't looked great. He hasn't looked great. I
It's
mean,
early.
okay, it's early, but this is what you're telling me to judge it on.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So in the 4 games or 5 games that he's been in, I think it's been at least four. He's probably looked solid in the first one, and since then, a little shaky. And some of their other, you know, like Sid, you were probably lucky enough to be running, right? When they gave up that 13 run game, right? Was that,
I heard about that.
they ended up like you're asking my they ended up using a position player to finish the game as a pitcher. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's
my
fair.
so yeah, I'm a little panicked about
You
it.
also follow them a lot more than me. I feel like I really only see the
Well, I
good.
got nothing else to do. You got a
I
lot of stuff to do.
With the Phillies, I'm living in the good. Like I'll hear about a bad game and I'm like, oh, but like there were like two good ones
Well,
though.
that's how people. That's how the majority of the people, you know,
Hmm.
like during the week, they have so much stuff going on. They might catch a game on the weekend. They might most of the time you catch a game on a Sunday,
Hmm.
right? And if they look good, you carry that through the week.
Exactly.
But since I got nothing better to do on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever nights they're playing, I'm usually watching.
Yeah. All right, into our next segment. This is going to be my favorite that we will do. We're going to call this Advice with Andy. So leave comments if there's anything you want me to mention to Dad and get his advice on. There's some things going on in like my like social media world of things. So that's what we're gonna do today. So you need to bear with me while I explain this to you, and I want your opinion on what you think of this. Okay?
All
You
right.
follow along closely. So, Summer House is a show that has been on the air for 10 years. It's a reality TV show. It's a group of friends who stay at a big house in the Hamptons every
Is it
weekend.
is it like that Jersey Shore show?
Kind of parallel, yeah.
So you don't watch it, right?
No, I watch every episode.
Oh my God. What did I tell you about that stuff?
Okay, so follow along. So Amanda was married to Kyle. They just announced like a month or two ago they are getting a divorce. They had a horrible marriage, should have never been married. He's not a good husband, she's not a good wife, bad for each other. They've had problems from the start. And then there's this other girl, Sierra, who's in the house, who's friends with Amanda, and she dated this guy, West. And they had a really messy breakup. Last summer, when they were in the house, she didn't talk to him at all. This summer, she's been like starting to talk to him. He's been like flirting with her. It's been super weird. So, the last couple of weeks, there have been rumors speculating that Amanda is now with West. And then 2 days ago, Amanda and West posted on their Instagram story that they really want like some privacy during this time. They're trying to see where this relationship goes, like confirming the whole thing. So, what are you thinking about that?
I'm thinking if they wanted privacy, they won't be, bouncing around on TV.
So, do you think that that is a right thing?
That's that.
They're friends, Dad.
So
What advice would you give to any of the people in that situation?
I don't know, man. Like I don't know, Sid. Especially like that's a department I'm no good at.
But like, what is your real raw reaction to that? Like, what would you tell them?
Again, I think that girl's wrong. If she's her friend, she shouldn't be doing that.
Thank you.
But if she was her friend, we won't be having this conversation. They're just
Right.
two people that are more concerned about their fame than they are about their morals.
Yeah. And
So that's not really two people you can judge anything on because really they just want to be on TV.
but I think the
And
problem is Sierra
then
was
they want to have a serious life, but they want to be on TV.
no, Sierra was such a good friend to Amanda. She was like, when her and Kyle were fighting, she was like, I think you guys should like take some time apart. If you need to stay with me for however long, like stay with me. Like, was just such a good friend to her. And
Were
she,
they friends before the show?
I don't know, actually, probably not.
So that's what I said. Like,
That doesn't justify it. And what do you have to say
I,
to West in all of this? Because West is also friends with Amanda's ex-husband.
well, again, they're probably just friends through that house.
So the
I think
rule,
they're all four are wrong.
yeah.
And I also think it only creates drama for all four.
Well, yeah.
So
Because
I would say you should probably try and avoid that.
I will be avoiding that. We do not
Yeah,
need to worry about anything like that
yeah.
happening
I
on
would say
this.
that stuff that should be
That's for
avoided.
certain. But
Like life is hard enough. You don't need to import headaches.
people are now speculating that Amanda and West were like hooking up while Kyle and Amanda were still married.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell you anything about that. Thank God.
Thank God. So yeah, that's like the biggest gossip right now. So for weeks further, it would be really great if you guys could send tidbits in and just like see what he has to say. Because you're very good at advice.
Eh,
You
I don't
are
know about that.
sometimes, a lot of the time. You don't give yourself enough credit. But anyway, moving on. This next segment, we are going to, this is also a fun one. We're going to circle back to something one of us said last week or something that we talked about last week and decide who was right.
Okay.
So chances are it's going to be me a lot. But let's circle back to last week when we predicted how many games the Phillies would win. So you said, what was your exact number? Do you remember?
I would say 88 or
I
89.
think it was 88. And I said like 74 or something,
Yeah.
72. So
You said
who,
74. And I said, well, I thought we were going to retouch this in July.
well, we're gonna retouch it right now for the sake of this little game.
Right.
So in this short week, who do you think is the winner?
Is more right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say in this short week, we're both they're playing 500 ball. And if they ended up 500, they would be 6 games under what I said, but they would be 8 games over what you said.
So you were right.
I don't know.
How does it feel?
It's not over.
No, it's not. I would say looking at things right now in the last week,
You're
I would,
worried already.
no, I would say you're right. I would say you were right.
You already, like I said, you already gave up on your prediction 6 games in.
I'm not giving up on it, but if we had to pick someone, I would pick you to be right.
Yeah, but they could just as easily come out
Go to
and
shit. Yeah.
and play horrible baseball or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's too early to say who's right or wrong on
hmm
a season prediction of 162 games after 6.
hmm
So we're just going to leave that one off to the side, and we'll just say this is a good start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another thing we're going to do, we need to workshop a name for this segment, maybe. I'm not like too fond. The best I came up with was like dog of the week, like big dog, like did a really good job, you go dog, you know?
Okay.
So if anyone has a better idea for a segment name, please send that in as well. But for right now, we're going with dog of the week. So we are going to highlight anyone in the Philly sports world that showed like really good energy, work, something crazy happened. So I feel like there's really like one right answer this week, but what do you think?
Who do I think
Yeah.
this week? And
Yeah.
there's only one right answer.
In my opinion,
You're gonna say Painter.
yeah.
So I thought listen, I know what you're saying. Painter had a great start to his, but I thought the guy that I thought had a. It's hard, right? Because like Amundo yesterday with that 2-run single to tie the game in the ninth, and then to come out and make that play in the 10th to double that guy up, to make that catch, double that guy up, man,
Okay.
that was just incredible to me.
That's a good take.
Like when I saw that, I'm like, now like a dog of the week is you're saying like someone who just had a great week. Yeah,
Like a
Painter had a great week. He got his first start. He had a great outing.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand, but I just thought that Amundo, because the day before he made a bad play,
Hmm.
and it cost him a big inning,
Yeah.
right? But he came back the next day, and
Hmm.
he had it. Came in cold and had a really good. Yeah.
All right.
So
So, as we wrap this up, a final note I wanted to make was the Duke UConn game.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up.
Of how could you not?
That was a great game, man.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why that guy threw that ball.
Will be a question everyone asks for a lifetime.
Just take the take the foul if it comes to it.
I know you were rooting for Duke. I do not like Duke.
Why
So
have
that was
Duke?
like
Listen,
music.
I was not upset that Duke lost.
You
I
can't be
had
upset when a team loses like that. Like,
no, yeah, I kind of like to see stuff like that.
yeah, no, me too. It's like that
But
doesn't happen all the
when
time.
you were watching that game, you could see that loss coming.
Yeah.
Starting into like even starting before halftime.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think they knocked like 4 points off of the. They knocked 4 points off of their. I think Duke had like an 18-point lead, and it was down to like 14
Yeah.
going into half. And when they came out of half, they played really well.
It was a good
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
And
UConn played really well.
I
Yeah.
won't forget that.
So who are you rooting for now?
UConn.
UConn.
What about Michigan?
I'm still Michigan. Yeah,
All
but
right.
they could lose Saturday.
They could. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also wouldn't be upset if they won because of like you want them to win,
I
but
think if they, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna cheer about it. Like I just, yeah, I'm
yeah,
not buying a shirt.
could be good for you.
No. So yeah, I don't know. I think if they win, if I put it this way, I think if Michigan wins Saturday, they're winning.
All right.
Yeah,
And we will see what happens. And I can't wait to talk about this next week. Everything will be said and done by the time we talk again.
yeah,
Yeah, so I feel like this was a fun change of pace.
yeah.
Everyone
Good
listening.
job, Sid.
Yeah, that's a good job on our part. Everyone
Your part.
listening, well, yeah. Let us know what you think. If there's anything you want us to talk about, drop a comment, text me if you're my friend listening. I know you girls are listening. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited about our new little format, and I can't wait to talk about more Phillies updates. I'm sure there will be more Eagles drama, and
See what the Flyers do, Sixers do. It's a good time of year.
it is, and
Yeah,
hopefully the weather stays warm.
real quick. I
Yeah.
don't know if the national team's going to win a game in the group stage this year. The World Cup could be very sad for us this year.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully
they
not.
did not look good this weekend.
It could have been a fluke, a one-off.
Well, they really haven't looked good, and yeah, it doesn't make me feel happy.
Don't get too down about it, Dad. There's a
We
lot
got
to be
it.
looking forward to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun.
Okay. Thanks, babe.
Of course. Love you so much. Everyone, thanks for listening.
Go Phils.
Go sports.
All right. Love you. See
Love
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.